everybody, to another edition of the Year-End Growth Workshops.
Hi, Celine.
Every T-Day, Tuesdays and Thursdays through January 6th, we will be here we're giving away some football still. We had a bunch of winners last week, and today we're going to announce the winner of the iPhone 13 for the people that had 2 or more Kirby Life recruits invited into an orientation, right? That came in.
Absolutely. And we've been talking about Kirby Life recruits, and we're going to continue to talk about Kirby Life recruits. And maybe in the spirit right now of the football, because you see us with holding these footballs, if I was an offensive coordinator right now, or if I was a head coach of a football team, I know the one play I would have in my playbook that I would use every time to score would be Kirby Life. Because we know when you bring a Kirby Life person in, they're going to be our best dealers, and they always sell the most Kirby's. And how do you bring a Kirby Life? Well, you see the posters behind John and I. Let's talk about it one more time. I've got the button on, got it on my hat. John's got the button on. But Kirby Life is very simple. Invite a friend, maybe a relative, a person you meet at a restaurant, someone from a customer's house. Ask them to come into an orientation. If they come into orientation when they graduate, when they sell their first Kirby and get their icebreaker, you as the sponsor receive a $100 bonus from your distributor. And right now, we know a lot of distributors have actually made that bonus larger right now for the holidays, which Who wouldn't want some more cash during the holidays? But when that dealer goes on that you recruited and sells 6, which takes about 2 weeks, when they sell 6, you would receive a free Kirby. Now that free Kirby you can keep for personal use. You could give it to a loved one for Christmas. We suggest you sell it, because when you sell it, all the proceeds from that sale, less the sales tax and the finance fee, go to you, the sponsor. So on an average retail, say around $1,700, $1,800, along with maybe the $100, $200, $300 bonus, one Kirby Life person to you bringing in is a $2,000 bonus right now before Christmas. And who wouldn't want or need a $2,000 bonus before Christmas? All right. It's just too positive, John, too positive. And if you did that through all of 2022, just brought in one person, it's almost a $20,000 bonus, all right, for bringing someone in. And that's why we call it Kirby Life.
Best part is when you become a distributor trainee, those Kirby Life, I fumbled. Those Kirby Life recruits that you brought in are going to be able to go with you to your office. So imagine you brought in 5 Kirby Life recruits. They all had months of 15. They all know what Kirby's all about. You open your own Kirby office, and lo and behold, you've got a sales force and you're ready to go, and you can hit the ground running. That really is the best way to get that DT ship off the ground and get it rolling. But speaking of DTs and FDs, they get to play with Kirby Life as well, because when a Kirby Life recruit sells their 6th machine and they win that free Kirby, the distributor takes a picture of the sponsor along with the recruit getting that free Kirby or getting that big $2,000 check for that week. And lo and behold, sends it to Kirby or marketing at Kirby.com, and they're automatically entered into a drawing for not 1 free Kirby, but 12 free Kirby's. And I want to make sure DTs on this know that they can win. Imagine being a DT and winning 12 Kirby's. Boy, that changes your whole reality, right? You got inventory, extra cash flow, great time of the year to get it, right? And there's never a bad time of the year to get 12 Kirby's. It doesn't even stop there, though. When a Kirby Life recruit sells 15 in a month, make sure that you send that to marketing at Kirby.com, and that distributor receives 10 bonus points towards the Achieve and Succeed Kirby inventory campaign that's going on right now, where a distributor can win 36, 24, 18 Kirby's. Yep. There's all kinds of different amounts. Don't quote me on those.
480.
480 Kirby's. Fantastic. Go ahead.
And so we've been talking about the football. You've seen us spinning this around and stuff. But over the past workshops we've had, we've been announcing names. How do you get a football? It's really simple. Who wouldn't want a football? Like John said the other day, you might not want the autographed football. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's signed here from all the people at Kirby World headquarters and your divisional supervisor. And what a talking piece as a trophy piece you would have in your office when a new dealer were to come in and say, hey, that's pretty cool. What's that autographed football about? And you explained to them during a campaign period, you actually brought a Kirby Life person in, they went through the orientation, and you received this autographed football. If you don't want to use it for that, use it for football. But all you have to do is bring in one person, all right, into the orientation. we're going to give these away. Now, at our last on Tuesday, I think we were up to like 31. We're almost up to 39. We only have about maybe 12, 13 footballs left. And we do want to announce more winners of footballs that came into us just over the past 2 days. From Samantha Grove's organization in the Pinnacle Division. The Pinnacle Division right now is leading, all right, in all the footballs. I think they have about 18. Now, they said they want 25. I don't know if they can get to that number. They want to get 50 of them. But right now they're pushing that. And I know there's a lot of people right now on the Pinnacle Division probably watching this year-end growth workshop. But for Samantha Grove's office, Alex Kurarga, all right, brought in Ishmael Alvarez. And that also gave him, that was his 4th recruit, gave him 3 chances now into this iPhone drawing we're going to be talking about in a little bit.
Fantastic. And from Chris Christensen's organization, Geraldo Martinez brought in Yesenia Amaya. And from Michael McHara's organization, Jamie Hudson brought in Teresa Stapp.
All right. And the Can-Am division, all right. In the Can-Am division, we were talking about this. Wes Dotson, who's a DT, all right, brought another recruit in, all right, Jake Garver. That gave him his first chance into the drawing. And also from Mike Wilkins' organization, Jenna Pullman brought in Kimberly Bergman.
And out of Al Archie's organization, a distributor trainee, Brett Childs, his organization, Naz White, brought in 2, which gives him a chance in the hat for the beautiful iPhone 13. He brought in Trey Washington and Alex McCray, which gives him, like I said, a chance in the hat.
Right.
And that gives us all the football winners. And remember, we still got more footballs to give away. We're going to announce the winner of this iPhone 13. But before we do that, I'd like to introduce our special guest speaker. So if you tuned in to find out if you won the iPhone 13, you're just going to have to wait a little longer, right? Anyways, Todd Tipton started in Kirby in 1989 as a brand new dealer. He got 5 months of 15 right in a row, back to back to back to back, because when he came in, his only intention was to become a distributor trainee. His best month, and he was a distributor trainee, his 6th month in Kirby. Think about that for a minute. His best month as a dealer was 20 sales. Best month as a DT was 56. He has a BMIB as a factory distributor in Farmington, New Mexico. Google it. There's nobody there, but he sold 396 Kirbys. He's a Gold Circle distributor. Todd's promoted 14 FDs and are in platinum level as a divisional supervisor. And he's been one of our best divisional supervisors since 2009. Let's turn it over to Todd Tipton. Take it away, Todd.
Thank you very much, John and Randy. Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on here on these year-end growth workshops. And my topic is what we all want. It's about what we all want. We all want to get better. I'm going to go over some stuff that you may be using, or hopefully you can use in the future to help you grow. I do want you to grab something to take some notes on. So give you a second to do that. But what I want to talk to you about is when I'm looking for someone to invest my time in, and when you're looking for someone to invest your time, or you're the person you want someone to invest their time in too, how does that person get chosen? Think about that. I use a method called SEC. Write down SEC and leave some space between them. The S stands for skills. Do they possess the skills for the position they're in? Do they have the necessary skills? Now, if they don't have, what are they doing to develop them? And at the dealer level, what are the necessary skills? To create a demo, to do a demo, to close a sale, and to get a Kirby lifer. Let me repeat that with a little emphasis. To create your own demo, to do your own demo, and to close your own sale and get a Kirby lifer. If you don't have those skills, what are you doing to develop them? Are you trying to get better at that? You need to work on that. As a team leader, what are the skills needed? You have to have the 4 that the dealer has, and then you have to add some time management skills. You're working with a lot of people, so there's a lot of moving parts. Your time management has to be better. And also, you need to learn how to teach people, not just do it for them. There's a difference between doing it for them and teaching them. If you're struggling with teaching them, read something on the military. They can teach anyone to do anything. All right. DTs, what are the skills they need? They need all the above plus an accounting program. And every supervisor will teach the DT the 3 checkbook system. And a lot of distributors will also teach that because they have to track the money and the machines. But if you notice each skill, you learn at the next level. We'll get to that in just a minute. Now, FDs, what are the skills they need? All of those above, just on a larger scale. You want to expand. Each level has a different set of skills, and either you show up with them or you develop them. I don't know anyone in Kirby who showed up with the requisite skills to be successful at each level. You grow into them. You learn them. You don't show up with them, okay? Because remember something, ladies and gentlemen, you show up with something else. Talent is what you show up with. Skills are what you develop. And everyone says, I want to have this, I want to know this before I get promoted to team leader, before I get promoted to DT. It doesn't work that way. That's like learning to swim before you get wet. You have to get in the water and learn to swim. When you take the next position, you'll be, lack of a better term, forced into learning those new skills, and there will be people there to help you, but the position will make the person. You know, now this is how I decide who I'm going to work with, who's putting in the effort to learn those required skills. Not the person who raises their hand and says, I want to get better. We all say that. Okay, everyone says they want to get better, but remember something. We are what we do, not what we say. All right. You know, are you developing, you personally, the person in the mirror, are you developing the skills you need? The next E stands for engaged. Are you engaged? Are they engaged? Now, what is engaged at the dealer level? Engaged at the dealer level is 3 demos a day. It's 15 a week. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 15 a week. Anything less is just participating. You're not engaged. It's 15 a week. Okay. If you're doing less than that, you'll sell some Kirby's, and we appreciate that. You'll make some money, and you appreciate that, but you're not engaged. Get engaged. If you decided to be here, so go after it. As a team leader, what's engaged? That's getting all of your dealers on the crew to at least 15 demos for the week. Not a dealer, all of them. And you may say, well, I can't get everyone to 15 demos. That's why I talked about skills first. You have to develop your skills on teaching. Get them to learn how to get in. Okay, get them to learn how to get a referral. And if you're having trouble with that, refer to the skills part. DTs, what's engaged at the DT level? Someone says, I'm a DT. Remember, we are what we do, not what we say. At DT, you've got to have all that, plus you have to have recruiting and developing 15 plusers. That's engaged as a DT. Recruiting because you're there to build a sales force. Adding 15 plusers because when you build a sales force, what do you need? Second line managers. Those are your second line managers. So you need to learn how to develop those. FDs, what's engaged at the factory distributor level? You know, it's all of that plus carrying inventory, running a business, growing an organization, and leading the organization. And your leadership will need to improve at that level. That's a skill that you need to improve on, because at that point, your distributorship will rise or fall depending upon your leadership, and that's it. So you need to work on that. You know, when you're engaged, you're still learning skills, but a lot of people get into Kirby, and I see Larry with a beautiful hat. I do like the hat, but he travels everywhere. And here's people, we all hear this. A dealer says, I know how to sell Kirby's, therefore I know Kirby. No, you know the skills at that level. That's it. And we want you to go further. As a team leader, this is where most people get stuck in Kirby. You see people that just land in the team leader position and stay forever. And they get stuck there and they say, I'm a good team leader, therefore I know Kirby. No, you know the skills at that level. Go forward, take the next challenge. All right. The last one, and this is a hard one. The C stands for coachable. Are you coachable? You've got to be coachable. And I'm going to say, are you coachable? The first person on here in their brain said, I'm coachable. I assure you, you're probably not. Okay. I can almost guarantee it. My computer decided to update. Okay, wonderful. You know, there's an old saying, there's a yeah, buts and the what ifs. When you're talking to someone, let's say it's about their demo and you tell them you need to kill every machine. And they go, yeah, but I killed this. I did this. Okay. You need to introduce the product. Yeah, but what if they say this? Yeah, but I did. They're like the dog in the backyard chasing its tail. They're not coachable. You learn through your ears and your eyes. When you're talking, you only hear what you already know. You're not coachable. Now, you got to decide if you're going to be coachable or not. This is challenging. All right. This is really, really challenging. And I'm going to ask all of you a question, and I want you to decide. Some of you may decide, you may decide the same, you may not. But recently I was talking with a distributor, And he said he was having trouble recruiting. I said, well, what's the challenge? For 5 minutes, he continued to tell me every problem he had. He didn't breathe for 5 minutes. I was impressed. I mean, he didn't take a breath. But not one time did he ask, do you have any ideas? Can I get some help? So finally he breathed, and I said, hey, what do you think you need to change about that? What do you need to improve? For the next 5 minutes, he continued to tell me the previous 5 minutes. Not one time did he say anything about, can I get some help? Do you have any ideas? Anything. And then we hang up. He probably looks back on this conversation, maybe today, maybe next week, whenever, and he goes, Todd didn't help me. And he is right. My question to you on here is, was he coachable? Make sure you're coachable. And the reason it's so difficult to be coachable for most of you on here is because we're all A-type personalities. We don't want to be coached. We want to be in the driver's seat, even if we don't know how to drive, because we think we know everything. Just ask us, we'll tell you. Everybody on here that those A-type people are very difficult to coach, but they're the ones that get more done. We got to make sure we're coachable. All right. It's a challenge. And I speak from experience on that, being the person that's uncoachable and dealing with people that are uncoachable. But looking back, what are you doing to improve your skills? If I ask you that, what would you say? Okay. Here's what I want you to do. As a dealer, when you walk out of a house, I want you to ask 2 questions. What did I do right? And some of you finished the sentence and said, what did I do wrong? No, then your subconscious mind repeats the same process. So don't do that. Ask, what did I do right? And what can I do better next time? And the person you want the most help from is your director, the person you directly report to, your direct report. Because understand something, when you succeed, they succeed. They have your best interest at heart. They want you to do well. And as a distributor, if you ask yourself one question every day, when the day is over, this will help you improve your skills and grow. Just ask yourself, what did I do to grow my office today? Not what did I do today? Because a lot of times we get wrapped up in maintenance. We just spend our time maintaining, well, I handled this, but did you grow your office? Ask that every day. What did I do to grow my office today? Now, this is how I choose people to work with. I look at SEC and that's who gets my time, because they want to go and they're willing to work. They're willing to put forth the effort. Okay. If you have these things where you're developing these skills and you're engaged and you're coachable, sky's the limit for you in Kirby, because there's always someone there to help you. It's either your team leader, your DT, your distributor, your supervisor. There's always someone. Be the person that people want to work with. Become the person that everyone above you wants to work with. If you become that person, you'll have more help and mentorship than you can tolerate. We all want to help that person. When they're engaged and they're coachable and they're working on their skills, if they want to go to the moon, we want to try to help. But I want to ask you a question and answer. You can answer in your mind. You're all muted, so you can answer out loud if you want. No one's going to hear. What are you doing to get better? Some people went, oh, that's not a good answer. All right. I've asked dealers this, and a lot of them say, I'm doing more demos. Okay. Which is, I tell them that's good as long as the demo is improving, but that's really just more of the same thing. And I asked one person the other day, and they said, I'm positive. And I said, well, good. We want you to be positive. You can do everything better with positive attitude than negative attitude. However, what are you doing specifically to develop your skills? All right. I'm going to tell you something that will help you. And if you'll do it, it will absolutely 100% help you. I really like listening to Grant Cardone. He's fun. He's exciting. He's motivating. But got to remember this, a motivated boxer is still going to get knocked out. You got to learn how to jab, how to throw a combination, how to block, how to move. You got to learn some things, or you're still going to get knocked out. He's really not going to help you develop your skill set. The best basic sales training on planet Earth is still Zig Ziglar. Yes, I know he's dead, and yes, I know he's old, but his stuff is still better than anything else. It's basic sales training. You can watch it on YouTube, listen to his books on Audible, but that will help you develop your skill set. And everyone talks about the quote of Zig Ziglar. You all know it if you've been around a minute. You can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's a great quote. However, there's one that when I was a dealer riding around listening to Zig Ziglar, I still remember. And he said, when you do more than you get paid for, eventually you'll get paid for more than what you do. Let that sink in for a minute. Okay. If you're not improving your skills, it's difficult to go to the next level. It's almost impossible. Okay. Even LeBron James has a coach. They're always trying to improve their skills. I like asking dealers, what's the best book you've read this year? And I usually get two answers. Huh? Or they repeat the question to stall. That's the only two answers I usually get. If the people who read the most books are the supervisors. Why is that? Because we want to develop more skills. We know we need to improve our skills. And when I get a book recommendation, it's usually from Rob Terwilliger, Mike Lopez, or Kevin Reitmeyer. Okay, and I've got some other friends in Kirby that read, but it's amazing the difference in dealer level and the supervisors. Supervisors probably read 100 times the books the dealers do. It should be the other way around. Work on that. All right. I want to leave you with this thought. You're either growing or dying. Make sure 2022 is a year you grow and achieve all the goals you've set. Thank you very much.
See a lot of people applauding there, Todd. That was a great job.
Hey, there we are. Hey, fantastic job, Todd. We appreciate it. Great message. I mean, if you paid attention, you could easily get something out of it. I will say this though, Todd, you can't be dead and get old at the same time. Once you're gone, you're done growing, I'm afraid. But anyways, Randy, we got a couple things to announce. Go ahead.
Yes, we do. Again, remember the footballs. Don't forget about the footballs. We have about maybe 12 to 15 left. Get someone into the class, because if you would have done that, if you brought in 2 people, you would have one chance now at this iPhone 13 that we're about to announce the winner with. If you would have brought in 3 people, you'd have 2 chances. 4 people would have given you 3 chances. And obviously, the more people you brought in, all right, the more chance you would have. And you might be the name we're about to announce right now that won this iPhone 13. We did have a lot of people in the drawing. We had the drawing early, obviously, for the 10 o'clock session. All right. And when the names came out, the winner was, and hopefully they don't know this yet, because they might have heard.
They might be on right now.
They might be on right now.
We're
You never
hoping
know,
they're on.
So we don't know, but the winner came from the Pinnacle division. The Pinnacle division is the #1 leader right now in Kirby Life sponsors. All right. And the winner of footballs. They have 18 of them. They want to win 25. They want to take away half the footballs with them. But this came from a DT's organization, Samantha Grove. This gentleman had, I believe, 4 Kirby Life recruits in from the past workshops we talked about. And because they had the most chances, his name was drawn. It was Alex Giroga. Congratulations, Alex. You brought in Andrea Cloy, Jacob Sturd, Galvin Perez, and Ishmael Alvarez. And those 4 recruits, I'm sure, are going to earn you money, and they're going to earn you free Kirby's when you open up your distributorship. So, sir.
Alex, are you on the call? Are you on with us?
Is Samantha Grove there? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay.
But all of you just threw up your hand and said, that's it. That's the end of it. No, Santa is not done. All right. Kirby's going to jack it up one more step. If you didn't win the iPhone right now, guess what? Starting today, John, December 2nd, going through December 16th. All right.
15th.
We're going to December 15th. If you want to hold this one up, we are now giving away the iPro 13 iPhone 13 Pro. All right. He's got too many phones. All right. So we're going to take it up a notch. So now the new iPhone 13 Pro is going to be given away. All right. Starting today, the 2nd through the 15th, we'll announce the winner on the 16th. What do you need to win? Bring in 2 Kirby Life recruits. You're going to go into the drawing. Every Kirby Life recruit you bring after that gives you another chance. So Alex, I'm sure you got more friends out there. All right. You can have 2 phones. You can win 2 iPhones. There's nothing wrong with that at all. All right. Give one away as a gift. Have one for your office, one for personal use. All right. How awesome would that be? But Kirby's giving away the iPhone 13 Pro. All right. From the 2nd through the 15th, the winner will be announced on the 16th, and we can be more excited about it because we know the future's in recruiting And Kirby Life, I've got both my buttons on in my hat. We know if you do that, run that play, and your distributorship is going to grow in 2022.
Fantastic. So just invite a couple people to an orientation. You can tell them you're part of a great opportunity. You'd like to introduce it, no obligation. We're doing an orientation on Wednesday or Thursday or both, whatever your organization is doing. You've just got to invite them and get them in front of that recruiter so they can hear our story. We're still the greatest game in town and the best kept secret in America. Everybody, let's have a great day today. Let's sell a whole bunch of Kirby's, give away the rest of these footballs. And in a couple of weeks, we'll be giving away another iPhone Pro
13, iPhone 13 Pro.
We are positive.
We are positive.
Oh, there's that.
There's
Is that
Alex.
Alex?
Alex, hey, don't leave
Hey,
us out,
all
sir.
right, Alex.
Hey, congratulations, sir. You just won this iPhone 13. All right. That is outstanding. You're with Samantha Grove. She's an awesome DT. There's Samantha.
Hey, are those your 4 recruits? Fantastic, buddy. Great job.
You guys can unmute. I don't know, maybe
We might not be able to let them.
you can't unmute. Okay, all right. All right. But congratulations, sir. This is going to be going to your supervisor. And I'm sure within about a month's time, he'll get
There we are.
There you are.
There you are.
All right. I'm sure this will be mailed to your supervisor, Mr. Tipton, and I'm sure he's going to want to present that to you personally.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Samantha.
right,
Have a
everybody.
good day.
Hey, have a bunch more. Keep it going.
Yes.